Okay, we're looking extra shiny tonight and insane. It's my little skincare. I decided to include Oscarito Pipito here at the store. It's not mommy, it's Oscar. You're gonna stay there the whole time? Good stuff. Oscar is very old. He's been with me in all of my apartments and now in my house. And I was convinced that he was gonna die before he got here because it was too good to be true to think that he could have survived. And I put on oil on my face and you rubbed your face on me and I fully cut the hair. And you followed the cut hair. Okay, thank you. So amidst all the very bad news with my mom and her completely fracturing her left femur. What is that in English? I forget. Femur bone? I don't know biology very well. Human anatomy. Is that considered biology? Yes, I think so. I think it's under that. Her left arm, which had fractured, but not this way, but just like cracked, has completely healed in the last 2 months. So that is amazing news. She can like use it, and it's just like, it's great. It's great news amidst all of the cancer spreading. We were told that she would be able to get her chemotherapy while she's at the hospital, which last time she was at the hospital, they were like, no, you cannot. So I think what actually happened is the doctor that was there was like, no, you will not have it. It wasn't that they couldn't give it to her, it's that the doctor that was on Gald that week was like, no, you can't have it. It's a whole other topic. I am happy because of the good news, and I know like mentally it's gonna help my mom, and she also has like her collier cervical because of her C4 fracture. Cancer is terrifying, guys. Anyways, so Wednesday, tomorrow, she's getting a huge scan, and then they're gonna be like, so the cancer has spread. I'm like, yes, we'll treat it, please, fucking do something. Then that's an over exaggeration. They did do like radiotherapy. They have been treating it. My mom is very lucky. Some people wait months to get treatment, so like it's good. So yeah, I'm in good spirits considering probably her new tests are going to show new things, and it's going to be scary to hear that this cancer is spreading. They're going to check her C4, see if that's healed, if my mom can start taking that out so that she would have use of all of her upper body, which would be great. And then maybe she'll do more radiotherapy on certain bones. Although I have no trust in that, to be honest, because they did it on her left femur, because I was like, so I don't want my mom to break anything else. They did that anyways, and that didn't help. I shouldn't lean on my, because now I got oil on my hand. Anyways, this is very uncomfortable. Give me a second. I must relocate. I think Floki's on the bed. Hold on. I don't have my glasses, but I think there's a dog on the bed. I don't know which one it is. Yeah, it's Floki. It's not Nina. And my eyes are super red because I haven't been crying. Yes, all day, all the time. So I've been crying. But I'm just tired. I slept like 4 hours last night. Anyways, okay, I digress. Documenting. I'm really bad at storytelling. I need to stop saying I'm bad at storytelling and just get better. I did want to say that there are some people sending me messages, and I am, first of all, blown away. The last time I looked, I had like 14 subscribers. I was like, oh my god. Just the fact that I had like 14 views on one of my videos, it's just like, to me, just feels astronomical. I can't even imagine someone watching this at home. But at the same time, I watch people yip yap all the time on YouTube, and it makes me feel good, and I like it, and sometimes it's distracting. So if I could be a distraction to you in your life, that's great. I hope your life is going well. My physical environment, I'm trying to keep a handle of it. I find that when your life starts to get shitty, then you're like, my dishes, nope, sleep, my laundry, nope, and then you run out completely of your 100 pairs of socks, and you're like, I should do laundry, and I still haven't washed my hundreds of pairs of socks. I'd like to say I'm overestimating, but I think I really do have 100 pairs of socks. Anyways, What else would I like to say today? Yeah, views. Yeah, I want to talk about views a little bit, just because more about how it's making me feel to be seen. First, I was really freaked out. I was like, holy shit, what was the view count for? And then I had to look up. I don't even know if it's true because now Google does the AI thing at the top, but apparently a view is only 30 seconds. And I'm like, oh, now I get why I always start the videos and they're like, I'm going to tell you about this. And they just don't get to it till like a minute in. And I was like, oh, because they want to count it as you. Whatever. I'm not judging them because people need to make money. I'm not here to make money. So, it like reassured me to think that someone didn't watch the entire video. They're like, okay, they just watched 30 seconds and then they fucked off because like, no way people are watching these things. So I'm working on that. I did post a couple of shorts and I got like 3.1k on a short that I did, just like 8 seconds. And it's just so me to do this, so it's very validating, I guess, to me. But I just videoed like 2 frogs like singing to each other, and I called it like flirting frogs, and I got like 3.1k, and I was like, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I'll be like, I can get 3 million views on that. I'll be like, that's cool. I like frogs. 3 million people like frogs. Sick. But if it was like a me video getting 3.k views, I don't know how I would feel about that. And that's probably why I'm still getting like very minimal views, because if I had more, I'd be like, no, but why? And I'm, deep down terrified. People are like, shut up, you're ugly, you're stupid, like hearing all the plethora of shit that people say. I'll be like, I hate your headband. I'll be like, are you kidding me? I got this at Simon's. It's beautiful. I just forgot to take it off, and then I got on camera and I saw on Unhinged I looked, and I was like, that's funny. Considering I come here and I document how I feel about my mom's cancer, and now I'm like, this might as well just remember what I look like at night, and I'm wearing my iconic before bed. Something really magical happened to me yesterday, and it had me bawling my eyes out. So the last couple of days have been really stressful. My mom's surgery, and she has had heart issues in the past, so like the idea of like putting her under for a long period of time is stressful. Me and my dad are freaking out, and I barely ate, and I felt sick, and then just didn't want me to feel good at all, and my body was all over the place. So I was going through a lot of stress, and then yesterday I was like, I'm not gonna have coffee, I'm just gonna go out and get like a little matcha latte, because the coffee shop I like opens out on the weekends in like a more touristic area. And I'm a basic bitch, so I need my matcha, and it's just not as good when I make it at home. I was gonna say when you make it at home, but maybe you make it and that's great. But when I make it, it's not so good. I don't have the touch. So yeah, I was just driving, and birds to me are very significant. I'm very spiritual in that sense. I'm like, it's my people talking to me. It's like my spirit guides, my angels, whatever the hell. And specifically really into like falcons and owls and things, and there's a lot of that here. So I find feathers on the floor, and I have like a little, I'll show you guys at some point, a little section where I keep all my feathers, and like I have a turkey feather, and it's like super big. It looks like I got it on Harry Potter. Anyways, I digress. So I'm driving, and then so my dad has a car, I have a car, and they're company cars. And I convinced my dad, I'm going to go on that digression. I convinced my dad last year to get a BMW, which he's always wanted, under the company name. It's like, it's only a couple $100 more a month than what we already have. We're trading it in. Just do it. No. So sometimes I get to drive in it, and it has like an M package, and it's really nice and smoothing. And then I'm renting Jeep Rubicon, which happened by fluke. Anyways, that's another thing. But I'm renting that, and it's super fun to drive. But whatever, I'm going through all these emotions. I'm really tired. I don't feel like having a Jeep, or like you have to really drive the Jeep. Other cars, it's like you're basically just driving themselves. So I was like, I'm just gonna take the BMW, and I'm gonna go. And it's like a much, much lower car, which is why I'm getting to this point in the story. So I'm driving the car, and I'm almost hitting to a place where I'm about like 2 minutes away where I turn left, because it's like a really, really long strip of land and whatever. And often I see in the sky, like really high up, like I do see bald eagles a lot in the area. I've seen like what is that in English? Des grands hérons. Anyways, they're huge. Those things look like dinosaurs. Sometimes they go into my pond, and I'm like, I love you from afar. You terrify me, but I love you because you're a bird. Anyway, so I see this like huge bird. And I'm like, what is this? Like grand héron? And then I was like, it's doesn't fly like that because they have flying patterns, right? And I'm a creepy person, so I'm like, that flight pattern means it's this type of bird. And I'm not that smart yet, but there's some birds I can recognize because I see them a lot. And it kind of started to turn, and I saw that its wings had like a little bit of a curve to it. So I was like, what is that? And in Quebec, we call them like des mouettes. I don't know what it is in English. Seagulls. It's like Taylor Swift's 1989. Okay, so there's a lot of them in the summer, and I was like, wow, that's a really big mouette. Like, that's a really big seagull. Like, what? And then it like swoops down close to the car, so I like brake because I'm like, gonna hit the car. Like, is it sick? Like, what's, you're like, what's gonna? And then it goes in front of the dash, and then I realize it's a fucking falcon because it has like the round head and the little beak, and it's beige-ish, most beautiful shade of beige. So I'm in awe. I'm freaking out. I'm slowing down, and I'm still like slowly driving the car, maybe like 15-20 kilometers. And it like spreads its wings. It's almost taking up like the entire dash, and it stays at the level of my dash as I'm driving for 2 minutes until that stop sign. Just like swooping. It's like just as if it's in the fucking air. It's just doing its thing. It like in front of the road, in front of my car, and went the entire way. And I'm getting emotional just remembering it because it just felt so. I didn't even think about, I'm driving, right? So taking out your phone, I don't have it on hand, but it just felt so surreal. I'm like, someone would tell me this, and I would be like, why would it do that? What the hell's wrong with it? And it just kind of led me to the stop. Am I gonna cry? No, I'm good. We can keep going. And then, so I'm just like this the entire time. My mom would have been like, what is happening? Like, am I dreaming? Like, what the and I'm already in like a daze because I'm not feeling well and stuff like that. I'm just trying to get out of the house and feel better. And it just flew, and then I got to the stop, and I slowly stopped, and it just went back up, came around, and it just went back on its way. And then I put my flasher on, I turned left, and I'm just like driving and sobbing, just like almost like I know the road very well, so it was safe, and there was like no one around. Everything was fine. And I'm just sobbing because I cannot believe this most beautiful experience happened to me. It would have happened to me when I was doing well in life. It would have been just as beautiful, but like just the fact that I was thinking about like how I'm so tired of seeing my mom in pain, and how I feel really guilty, and I feel like I'm not doing enough, and all of that like guilt that one person can have over things that you can't control. So like at the end of I know logically it's not my fault. I can't help that like the hospital and the people working it make mistakes. I can't help that they move her around and they hurt her and she yells in pain and stuff like that. So like, what do you want me to do? So I feel bad about it because I feel powerless. And then this beautiful little falcon, it was not small. I don't even know. I've only seen smaller falcons and then hawks. But it wasn't the hawk because of the shape of the beak, because it when it swooped down, it like turned a little bit, so I saw just to like center it. So anyway, I don't know, I'm telling you guys this, but it was so beautiful. I felt like so #blessed because who gets to live this beautiful fucking moment? So I don't know. It was great. So it just felt like my spirit people, my team, or I don't know how to call them. People call them all different things, but it just felt like, I don't know, my ancestors, people were just like, oh, they were guiding me. They were just like, oh, we're here with you. And it was so beautiful. So I don't know if you guys like birds, really like birds. But anyways, so that was really beautiful. And just makes me feel grateful for like where I am. I'm like not in Montreal anymore. And I'm a farmland, and it's like I wanted this since I was 23 years old, so it's really, really such a beautiful thing for me, and I'm really happy about it. So it's the dichotomy of like being happy when someone you love is in pain and like almost wishing like they were dying, and it's a life is a weird thing. You know, when my mom first got sick, or when we learned that she was sick, because she was sick before, we just didn't know. I was like going around just ordering food, and I was in a resto, like a takeout place called Poulet Rouge. It's really good, anyways. But and I'm just in line to order my food, and I'm looking at everyone, and I'm like, nobody knows. Everyone's just like living their life. Nobody knows. I'm just standing there waiting for my food. Nobody knows what I'm going through. Nobody knows what I'm going through, and I'm just here. Well, my mom's in the hospital, recovering from like a terrible surgery to take out a tumor in her back, and she has cancer. And then I'm just standing here acting normal, and it felt so wrong, and it feels so weird. I think now I can enjoy being happy a little bit more. And it's not that I felt guilty about feeling happy. I just didn't feel it. It just felt bizarre that life kind of went on. And then I had to take over the company. I chose to take over the company by myself because my dad was just like, I can't, like, I need to be there for her. And I was like, I could do it. I can do this. I don't know how I'm doing this, but I'm somehow doing it. So, I think I'm going to stop. Yeah, I think that's a good time. Gonna get in bed and try to sleep more than 4.5 hours tonight. A good 8 hours would be wonderful. And I think I'm gonna document a little bit of some, not refurnishing, but I don't want to say design. Sounds weird, but just gonna clean up my life a little bit. Like, my second floor is a total mess. I need to have an office space, so I think I'm gonna document a little bit of that as well. Sometimes my walks outside with the dogs, because I just think it's so beautiful, and I'd like to share that with other people. It's calm. There's like little bird noises, and yeah. And I used to watch videos like that before I had my farmhouse, so I think some people might enjoy it. I have to get a tripod because right now I'm using my phone, and I did have something I put in my car, but then I couldn't fit it on anywhere in the Jeep, so it's like, it was weird. I just kind of held it there, but it worked. And I've decided that I film videos on the floor now. I don't know, just because I'm too tired. I don't even want to go in the car, and now my mom's in the hospital, and my dad stays there late, so I'm like, just vlog? Is that what I'm doing? Am I vlogging? Documenting? And I could still do this even if they were there, because the 2 doors would be closed, and they wouldn't hear me, but it just feels weird. I still feel weird about talking to a camera. It feels less weird than the first time I did it. Oh, damn, that was bizarre. I feel a bit better. I know it makes me feel better, so ultimately it's cool. And then one person wrote to me that they were also somewhat experiencing the same thing, and like, I quit YouTube. That's it. I did it. I just wanted to reach one person and make them feel good and seen and understand it. Nice, understood. And I did it, so I quit YouTube. Bye, guys. Yeah, life can be hard sometimes. But trying to enjoy the little moments, like my mom's left arm healing, which is wonderful. So, as always, sending you guys lots of love. The people who watch this, the 10 people who watch this. No, last time I had 18. But did you stay the first 30 seconds? Or did you? I don't want to know. I don't want to know if you watched the entire thing. It scares me. I'm not there yet. How do people get watched, have like 3 million views? That's insane. I'm not there yet. Maybe I'll be comfortable with it eventually, but I'm saying this like I will get 3 minutes. But I'm open to it. I think if it's helpful to other people, cool. Now I'm just documenting. I'm not editing. I'm keeping it real, but for real. I don't like filters. I don't really wear makeup. Well, I do laminate my, is that what it's called? My eyebrows, because they're long, so like I do something to this, and then she does this too. So it kind of looks like they're always ish kind of up there. And that makes me feel real cute, and then that's it. And then I wear stupid shit like this, and I'm like, I'm adorable. But that's it. Other than that, I just like I should wear makeup. My eyes look very green. I have brown eyes. It's just the lighting, I think, and what I'm wearing. It's weird. I don't usually look at myself. I also think I have ginormous eyes. You notice how ginormous eyes? Okay, the last thing I will say is that you see how like globalist this is? Globuleux? The first time I saw a picture of myself from the side and I saw how huge my eyeballs are, I freaked out. I'm like, how do those not pop out of my head? Because everyone else around me has normal sized eyes. So I was looking at that and be like, that's fucking weird. Now I think they're cute, like whatever. Honestly, when you get in your 30s, you start to really not care anymore. But I'm still ranting. Okay, I'm leaving now. For real Z's. Bye.